Good morning and welcome to Tea and Toast. See, I've said it this week, Jason. It's not tea and toast, you told me off for that, but it's tea and toast. This is Jason.
And he's Greg, and coming up on today's episode, Movie Mythbusters. So Greg, have you ever seen a TV show called Mythbusters?
Mythbusters? No.
Oh. Well, we'll do this anyway. I've come up with our own version of that, and it's called Movie Mythbusters. In Movie Mythbusters, we are going to take some of the most well-known myths about films and either confirm or bust those myths for everybody watching.
How do you do it, Jason?
I don't know.
Every week it's just something new, isn't it?
I know.
Incredible.
I'm going to start off with Roger Rabbit. In fact, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Great film, great film. I always wondered why they didn't do a sequel, to be honest.
I don't know. Well, in this film, the myth goes that there is a particular scene where Jessica Rabbit goes commando.
What, like she runs through a field? Like?
No, like she's got no knickers on, Greg.
There's children watching.
Well, in the Laserdisc version, apparently there is a scene where they are driving in the animated cab as Jessica Rabbit and Bob Hoskins, and they crash into a lamppost. And they both spill out of the cab. And in that scene where Jessica Rabbit is spilling out of the cab, her dress flies open and you can see everything. Apparently, if you go frame by frame, you can see it on the Laserdisc version.
Basic Instinct on Roger Rabbit?
Apparently, I haven't...
I was going to say, you're married.
I haven't looked.
You've been freeze-framing.
Even though I've got the Laserdisc version, I haven't looked.
And where did you find this particular thing out then, Jason?
It's just one of those things that people have been saying for quite a few years, Greg, isn't it?
Have they, Jason? It's funny, I've never heard that before, Jason. But you've got the laser disc and you can pause it at certain times on that particular disc, can you?
Yes.
You do realise it's a cartoon, don't you?
Yes. Well, that's the myth, anyway. So, can we confirm or bust that myth, Greg?
Oh, is that the game?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to bust it because it's a cartoon.
Well, I'm going to tell you that I can confirm that myth. On the Laserdisc version that we have right here, if you freeze the frame, you can apparently see everything Jessica Rabbit's got to offer. Of course, the animators from the film have denied it, and by the time it was released on VHS, the scene's clearly been painted in to cover her modesty, and by the time it came out on DVD, her dress doesn't even flip out. So the only way you're going to get to see it, Greg, is to take this home with you tonight and have a look.
Stupid, Jason. Not interested, Jason. Not interested in that whatsoever.
I'm in this!
Here we go, Jace. My turn.
Go for it.
Here we go. I've got all the information right in front of me here, so I'm not going to be rude and looking down here. I'm just going to read something out to you.
Okay.
This is Back to the Future, okay? Now, you think you know everything about Back to the Future, don't you?
Well, I know quite a bit.
Okay, well, here we go. So you've got to tell me whether this is true or false or...
Confirmed or busted.
Brilliant. Okay, I'm reading it now. Not being rude.
Okay.
Here we go. The myth would have us believe that in the original script for Back to the Future, the time machine was actually a fridge. And Marty McFly was sent back in time after he climbed into it to survive, nearly, an atomic blast. There you go. What do you think?
Well, I think that that's true, Greg. It's confirmed.
You knew all along, didn't you, Jason? It is confirmed. Do you want me to read you what it says here?
You can if you want.
I mean, I wrote it out, you know, try and make it all professional, but you've just ruined it. It says, it's true, confirmed. Well done, Jason.
Thank you.
The original script did indeed use the fridge as the time machine, but apparently Steven Spielberg was worried that kids all over the world would end up getting stuck in fridges to try and copy Marty.
I would have.
Oh, I would have been. Right behind the milk and the pudding.
I'd have been in there.
I said pudding.
Pudding?
I don't think I've said pudding for years. So,
well, he soon got over his fear, though, didn't he? Because in Indiana Jones, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull...
He swings into a fridge, doesn't he?
He goes into a fridge to protect himself from an atomic blast, doesn't he?
Oh, I don't know.
He does, yeah. Greg, do you remember...
Do you like the new border, Jason?
It's lovely, I like it.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I found that for £2 on eBay.
£2? You didn't tell me you paid that much for it.
Do you remember when we all thought there was a ghost in Three Men and a Little Baby?
Yeah, I remember.
A little baby?
A little baby.
It's just Three Men and a Baby, isn't it?
Well, it could be. It was a little baby, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the sequel was Three Men and a Little Lady.
Oh, and you've done the two together?
Yeah.
Aren't they doing a new one of that as well?
That'll be horrendous.
Three Men and a Bride, I think it's called.
What?
Yeah, because she's obviously married. The young kid's married now.
No.
Sorry. Go on, carry on.
Anyway, we all thought there was a ghost in Three Men and a Baby.
Yeah.
The story was that they used a house that, unbeknown to the producers, there'd been a terrible accident there a couple of months before where a young boy had ended up committing suicide. And the ghost of that young boy can be seen in a particular scene in the film in one of the windows. And if you freeze it, you can see a figure in the window.
You can, yeah.
So, Greg, my question to you, is that a reality or is it just a myth? Is it confirmed or busted?
Well, I'm going to go confirmed because I've seen the footage with him in the window.
You'd be wrong to go confirmed,
Well,
Greg.
I've seen it, Jason. I've seen it.
Yes, but now with modern technology, we can freeze frame it in high quality and you can clearly see that it's not a young boy. Do you want me to tell you what it is?
What is it?
Well, to start with, it was all filmed on a set, not in a real house. And the figure in the window is a cardboard cutout of Ted Danson, which was used in a previous scene that ended up not being in the film, so it didn't really make sense to anyone.
So it's not even a little boy, it's Ted Danson?
No, it's Ted Danson.
Look at the way she's looking at me. For a moment there, I had her left.
My turn, Jace.
Go for it, Greg.
Go for it. Ghostbusters. Right, I've wrote mine down, by the way.
Okay.
So don't look again. I'm not as good as you, Jason. I have to write mine down.
Don't put yourself down, Greg.
Oh, thanks, Jace. Really nice of you, Jace. This is all about the Wizard of Oz. Okay, so I'm going to read this out and then you've got to tell me whether it's true, false or...
Confirmed or busted.
This is probably one of the oldest and most well-known movie myths. You with me so far?
Yeah, I'm with you.
The story goes that in one particular scene, after Dorothy and her friends skip down the yellow brick road, in the background you can see a munchkin hanging in the tree. Yeah, it's a bit gruesome. Sorry, morning viewers. Apparently, he's killing himself after his romantic advances were denied by another munchkin actor.
I wanted to laugh at that then. That's really bad, isn't it, Greg?
No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is bad, yeah. It's alright. I think to be honest, you were probably laughing at the way I was reading it.
Probably.
So, you've got to tell me, true, false.
Confirmed or busted.
There you go.
Well, I've heard this before.
Was I boring you then, Jason?
No?
Well, it's just that you watched then, Jason.
I didn't. I was rubbing my arm.
Oh, okay.
Greg.
Carry on.
I've heard this before, so I've got to think that it's confirmed. I think it's true. I think that somehow that footage ended up by accident in the film.
So you think it's confirmed?
Yeah.
Would you like me to read the answer for you?
Yeah.
It's busted, Jason. This old movie... I'm reading it again.
All right.
This old movie myth is 100% untrue. There is something moving in the background, but it was apparently a bird on loan from the local zoo.
All right.
I don't know, you get the two mixed up though.
I suppose the footage is 70 years old, so quite...
I haven't finished yet. The hardest thing to believe is that we all thought that they would leave the death of a munchkin in the film. Now, what I wrote there, he's trying to say is, do you really think they'd do that? Why wouldn't they just cut it and edit it and...
I don't know.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. Here he is, the Wizard of Oz, if ever a wizard there was. If ever a wizard there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because.
Okay, Greg, this week, I want you to put your hands out in front of you like that.
Is this trick time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Palms together. Now cross one over the other and interlock them like that.
Right.
Now move your left little finger. Now move your left thumb. No, your other left thumb.
Well, that's my right thumb, isn't it?
Right, now do that.
What? How did you do that? Seriously?
Good, isn't it? Greg, do you remember Telly Addicts?
With the Noel Edmonds?
The Noel Edmonds?
Yeah, I do remember. It was great.
And do you remember...
Just one moment, please. You may now continue.
Do you remember Kellogg's Raisin Splits?
The
breakfast
cereal,
cereal,
yeah.
Well, do you remember when they combined and Kellogg's Raisin Splits gave away these Telly Addict quizzes?
I do remember.
We've got boxes of them.
I do remember them, Jason. They were great. See again, great freebies they used to get in the old days. You get nothing like that now.
So, Greg,
Yeah.
we've got these here. I thought, let's put them to good use and have ourselves a game of Telly Addicts. Okay, Greg, in our version of Telly Addicts,
I'm so excited.
we have got some questions. There's 30 seconds on the clock.
What do we win?
Well, you can win this Telly Bugs book.
That could be mine.
It could be yours. What about me, Greg? What could I win?
You ready for this?
Yeah.
It's called a keeper, Jason. Do
All right.
you remember these, Jason? Apparently you take this key out here and you shove all your dreams and aspirations and secrets in there. And then you...
Oh, there's a secret little My Little Pony in there.
Oh, she's having a baby. And then you shut that up and you lock it up and you keep the key. And that can be yours, Jason.
That's amazing, Greg.
You can have this if
Did
you
you
win.
buy it from the car boot?
No, Jason.
So, whoever gets the most questions right in 30 seconds will win their respective prize.
Spotlight.
Greg, you can go first.
Okay,
There's
thanks very
30
much.
seconds on the clock. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And your time starts now. What does WAC stand for at the weekend?
Wide Awake Club.
Yes. Who is the headmistress of Grange Hill?
Oh, headmistress?
Yes.
Oh, I know it was Bronson. No, I don't know.
Mrs. McCluskey. Who is the villain with the dirty tricks trying to win the wacky races?
Dastardly.
I'll give it you, Dick Dastardly.
Thanks.
Which band was the first on stage during Live Aid?
Oh, don't tell me, don't tell me. Status Quo.
Yes, correct. In which programme would you find Baldrick? Time's up.
Blackadder. That's 30 seconds.
Yeah.
How did I get on?
4, Greg. You've got 4 correct answers.
Okay, right, here we go. My turn then. You ready?
Shall I do the clock?
Yeah, you do the clock. Okay,
Hang on. Here we go.
time starts. Now, what was the sequel to Porridge?
Going straight.
Correct. In EastEnders, what was Ethel's dogs called?
Willie. My
Yes.
Willie.
Yeah. Yes. In which year did Band Aid record the song Do They Know It's Christmas?
984.
I've got to check. It's correct. Jason, well done. Who did Cliff Richard team up with to release Living Doll?
The Young Ones.
Correct, Jason. In the A-Team, what do BA stand for?
Bad Attitude.
Yes, Jason. Oh, here. Which little creatures are always building things in Fraggle Rock?
Doozers.
Yes, correct. What's the
Time's up.
I've started, so I'll finish. What's the registration on Postman Pat's van?
Pat 1.
Yes. I'm furious. I suppose you know this one, haven't you? What was Kylie Minogue's first UK single?
I should be so lucky.
Yes, Jason.
Do you want to know how many I got right, Greg?
Go on then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, Greg.
Yeah, but you...
I win.
Well done, Jason.
Thanks. Thanks very much.
Jason, get the fanfare ready. Here we go. You don't understand how much rehearsal goes into this for me, Jason. Every week I put so much into this. Sorry, am I keeping you?
Yeah.
Get ready for this one. Here we go. Britain and the world, brace yourself. Jason, how many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
I don't know, Greg. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
Tentacles.
That's it for another episode of Tea and Toast. We'll see you again next Monday.
Next Monday again. Ta-ra.